Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Hope you guys had a lovely long weekend. I know it's been a few days. Hope things are going well with people. Hope people are having an awesome Tuesday. It's not Monday here. It's Tuesday. Sorry. I was away. All right. And not away like I went far away. Just a lot of family stuff, and I found it too hard to kind of concentrate on anything. But it's okay. So we've had Thornville Drain out now for a couple of weeks. Prices are starting to settle. We know Oko is doing very well. It was kind of expected. And he works very well in certain deck types. I've already used him a couple times myself, so kudos to Oko. But it's funny, I'm still seeing very linear decks in the way how people are playing their decks right now. I can lose very quickly to a deck. I had a speed deck against me where I couldn't get set up in time, and it just, it was done. But in the best 2 out of 3, he couldn't make it happen every time. By the time I got to turn 5, if I wasn't dead by turn 5, I always had an answer for everything, sooner or later. Sometimes on turn 3, but most times turn 5, I'm shutting things down, I'm slowing things up, and then I'm just doing board wipe after board wipe. And to get things built up, board wipe. Whenever I can't handle it, board wipe. Right? But I'm keeping my cards high, and his cards kept going lower and lower. Happened in a couple of matches, and you're just like, I was using all Planeswalker decks still from War of the Spark, guys, and I'll tell you right now, it's winning at about 90%. That's sad, right? Like, new deck comes out, new stuff. Some of it was good, I'm telling you. Some of the decks were pretty darn fast, but more of these sets are going to rotate out soon, so some of those decks won't be viable anymore, so I'll be curious to see what people come up with going forward. It was this interesting to play those matches and go, hey, you got me. You got me, buddy, but you wait. And these are just local LGS store matches, right, just for fun. But, out of the matches, I could lose one, but I never lost out of the 3 matches I would play. Like, it didn't happen at all. And it's just a good assortment of Planeswalkers all playing off of each other. Because you got to remember, let's just say Kaya, where she exiles a creature. Well, that's creature control, right? Without the creature. So they have no creature of mind to kill. They got to have someone to take out Planeswalkers. And only one guy had that one, the Elder Spell, took out all the Planeswalkers. But then I just planar cleansed everything and just board wiped it. It's like, oh, fine, board wipe. Bye. And just called it a day, right? So this is the only time. Now we have some stuff that has come in the mail. I have 2 things. And by the way, for all those guys here in Canada with Canada Post, I have no idea why Canada Post is sending my mail like 10 kilometers away from my home when there's a Canada Post place across the street, basically, like a 5-minute walk from my house. And I'm going, why? I put all the stuff in your system to say to redirect to that place, but it keeps sending me to Booneyland. So, without further ado, what came in the mail? This one's pretty. Holy. I'll be honest, guys. This is sucker is sealed. I'm gonna pop off camera for a second. Bear with me here. This is funny. Look how long it's been since I've used scissors. These are like dusty. They got like cobwebs on them. I'm just going to the very tip here because that was crazy. That thing was so well sealed. And saran wrapped. All right. Somebody went to the kitchen sink. They said, I don't know if this package is going to make it, man. I want to make sure this thing make it. Registered mail. And when that registered mail comes, I got to make sure he knows that I took care of that package. I am wrapping things up. Boom! All right, so you guessed it, guys. I know. You guys guessed it. Another Mox Amber. I'll tell you right now, so as you can see it, I got to tell this guy, look right there. There is a little tiny nick right away that tells me that I'll check this one to make sure, but if this guy said this was near mint, he is sorely mistaken. It is lightly played from that one thing alone. And there's a nick over here. So it is not near mint, but that's fine. I'm still happy. It's still in there, Mox for the collection. Saran wrap protected. All right, so these are like the last ones I have coming in still from from the sales I got before the prices started to jump up, guys, for Mox Amber. As you guys know who follow me, Mox Amber really climbed up, almost hit the $30 mark. It's settled back down right now. It's kind of hovering day after day, but it's sitting at around $24, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong; it's a very, very happy price. But it's funny. I don't think it'll stay there. There are a whole bunch on eBay now, but they're all $30 plus. Okay, some of the prices got skewed down a bit because somebody would charge like $20 for the card, but then like $15, $16 shipping, right? So it off skews their metrics. But who cares? It's gone up for people. Kudos to you guys who decided to sell or had extra to get rid of. Good for you. Maybe I grabbed them when you were on the uptick before they really went off, because I did not buy any above the $12 mark. I think I bought one or two at $12. All right. So my cost analysis on this now is sitting at $5.94 each is what I've paid. All right. Now, we talked about this before. I'm glad these have come in the mail to show you guys. So here we have a couple of play sets of Karn. Okay. Now, just making sure. I'll check them under my thing later. It's 2 play sets, so it's 8 of them. Cost me $80 from a good seller on eBay. I told you guys before, I believe this card will go up next. And just like what I do with Ugins, it is a forecasting cost colorless planeswalker that comes in at a 5. Not only that, he gives you card advantage by letting you draw 2, put 1 in, exile 1. You can go back and get it if you like it. But then it also can make constructs. And with Karn's Basin out there, which can pump them up and all kinds of lower casting cost artifacts with Emery, it's a very nice combo still when you put it in certain decks. So if you haven't got a set, I've warned you. Be warned. You've been told. And that's what's going to happen. Maybe not right away, but it is going to go up, guys. So please keep it in mind. It definitely is going to go up. Don't believe the hype. It will. Trust my gut. Now, the other thing I wanted to just mention today, and this is not related to Magic at all. It's just not. I was out for dinner with my family. We don't go out very often. As you guys know, I tend to keep my money compounded in. Don't waste money eating out. But it was a Thanksgiving long weekend. We were busy. We saw a lot of family, and we decided to go to Swiss Chalet. And I had a gift card for part of it, so I was only going to pay a few bucks out of my own pocket, which is fine. We're sitting there enjoying a lovely meal. The waitress, it was very busy, by the way. I admit it was like around 6:20 in the afternoon. It was very busy. We did manage to get a seat without waiting too long. They were maybe a smidgen slow. 2 people took our drinks, 2 different people. And the second person got them there to us. And I guess that was going to be our actual waitress. She was quite nice. Took our order. Our food did not take long to get there. It's fine. It tasted delicious, no problem. Refilled the drinks once, quite nice. But then near the end, we were saying we were getting ready to leave, right? I said, like, the bill. And she goes, oh, would you like some carryout containers? I was like, yeah, sure, right? My wife's like, yeah, carryout containers. And she brought my son a little tiny treat, which was great. We didn't ask for that, but it came. And then she brought us, and we asked for containers for the sauces because my wife likes the Swiss Chalet sauce. We like the gravy. She's like, oh, just get your fresh ones. Don't worry. Guys, this is like 4 fresh ones. Didn't charge us a dime. Just brought them. Okay? That combined with a busy time, filling my drinks, that is good service. Okay? That's what good service is about. And when you get a good service from somebody and you're happy with that service, I don't mind tipping. This is like a tipping thing. I don't mind tipping because it was good service. If it's crappy service, I don't tip well. If it is good service, I will tip for that service. If I feel like I've been taken care of, my food has come, my wife is happy, my son is happy, I am happy. They didn't interfere in my meal. They didn't come back, oh, is everything okay here? They didn't do any of that. They just kind of laid back, said, hey, is everything okay? You good? All right. Do anything else? No? All right. And they let they go. That's all I need to be a happy customer and make sure the food is done correctly from the back kitchen. All of this was fantastic. It's all fantastic. Now, needless to say, we're enjoying our meal. We're getting ready to pack things up. But the whole meal, the guy behind me is just griping. And he's grinding and he's complaining. Oh, this chicken is like, it's like stuck to the skin. It's horrible. It's awful. So I couldn't help but glance over. The chicken was gone. You guessed it. The chicken was all gone. He ate it all. And they still brought him a free chicken. You ate it, dude. If it wasn't good, you should have left it and told them. That's what we used to call him back in my McDonald's days, a freebie man. He wanted a free meal. So then he asked for a refill on his pop. They go back to get him a pop, a Sprite. Come back, about 2 seconds after the man's about to walk away, he goes, hey, there's no Sprite in here. No Sprite. So looks over. I guess the Sprite machine run out, and I guess it looks like Sprite. Sprite's clear, right, guys? You wouldn't know. And it's not as if the waiter went, I wonder if this is Sprite or not, and drank your drink. He didn't do that, did he, buddy? He made a mistake. And the machine ran out, and nobody had changed it over. But he wouldn't know that. So that was Greg number 2. Let that one go. Let the chicken one go. Last one for dessert. I guess him and his wife had asked for a piece of coconut cream pie. And it comes out. How do you guys think you serve coconut cream pie? I don't know. I don't eat coconut cream pie. But I assume it's cold because it's pie. So his pie comes out. Wait, it's a good-sized wedge of pie, right? Man sits down. Of course, he goes to, put his fork in it. I wasn't looking at him at the time. My back was to him. We're on different booths. And he goes, look at this now. Look at this. This pie is cold. The man goes, yeah. Goes, it's basically frozen. Okay, I don't know. His fork had gone through it, so I don't think it was frozen. Because, of course, I looked over. I'm not normally this snoopy, by the way, guys. But they were really busy there. And I could tell people were doing their best, and it looked like it was pretty busy, but everyone was getting their food. I think this guy was just like a professional griper. It drove me insane. You don't like the service, don't go back. If you're going to complain about something, complain in a nice way. Let them know what the issue is. But don't make that old guy feel bad. Don't let that man feel bad. He didn't do anything to you. He's just bringing the stuff out as you ask. And he did it pretty quick from what I could tell. So this is one of those things where I get ground down. I was just like, my wife's like, stay calm, dear. Stay calm. We're just going to go. Don't worry. That's just an unhappy man. And he was. He was an unhappy man. I don't think that man's happy any day of his life. And I'm glad. I mean, I hope he finds happiness. But if you're going to stay miserable, be a miserable person, be miserable. For those of us who are generally happy, we like to stay happy. Sorry, I'm just going to dismiss this because it's probably my wife calling. Stay happy, man. Be happy. Because I am. And I hope he is too, but I don't think he is. Good for him. Be miserable. But you might want to try one day being happy and being nice to your waiters and waitresses. Those are the people that serve your food. You know the old adage, don't beep with the person and people who make your food. Treat them like regular people, man. They deserve your respect. They're hustling a hard job, man. Anyway, just my little bit of a gripe for a day. I apologize. I just couldn't believe it. And I just had to have that. I had to tell you that story because I was just mortified that the guy would act that way, right? I mean, and normally if I didn't have that gift card, I wouldn't even have gone in there. It's not my normal thing. We usually eat at home, but I just let's go, sure. Somebody parent at work could give me that stuff. Why not? It was awesome. Anyway, this is MTG Mox, man. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Those of you who are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have more people to join in and have our fun days with us. Okay. The rest of you guys, I'm telling you, get on Karn while you can. Mox Amber's doing awesome. Throne of Eldraine's a great set. What else we got to say, man? Oh, there's that new one coming out. I'm going to look into it. There's a new little mini set coming out. It's going to be crazy. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys on that one. Nobody ever watches the video this long anyway. I can see the average thing, right? But for those of you who do, you're awesome. All right, guys, thanks again. Have a wonderful day. To my regular viewers, thanks, guys. You rock. And we'll talk to you guys soon. If you guys are new to the channel, get me more subscribers, man. All right, guys, have a great one. Cheers.